Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning.
Center fielder, Anthony Graves.
Digging in, Anthony Graves. He begins playing this one with his batting average over the .310 plateau. Had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike one. Now here's the pitch. Line to the right side. But a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field for the final out of the inning. So a fairly painless top of the first. Dodgers nothing. Diamondbacks coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Dwight Bradford is on the mound for the Dodgers in this contest. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Look at that ERA, awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It'll be awfully important that he gets off to a good start in this one.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets...
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. I'm set with the 0-1. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Trout coming on, and this will land foul. Again, another foul ball. Working for the punch out and the offering. This is skied into short left center. Graves sprinting after it, makes the play, 1 away. And now here's a look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, this team's lineup is dead last in batting average, and I tell you what, that does not bode well for the rest of the season. If you do not have professional at-bats up and down the lineup, or at least 6 to 7 guys, it is eventually going to catch up to you.
Romero, the runner at second with 1 away. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks. Jake Lamb, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This one is fouled away up to the concourse area. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Behind 0-2 now.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder straight.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. We are still scoreless. Now batting, Mike Trout. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a solo home run here for Mike Trout, and even 30 home runs on the year. And the Dodgers strike first, 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
First baseman number 35, Bellinger.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger to right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. It's a solo homer for Cody Bellinger, number 28 on the season, and the Dodgers move in front now 2-0.
Wow, back-to-back to start the inning. Talk about putting a pitcher on notice. On the mound, you almost have to completely forget about those and try to convince yourself you're starting the inning over fresh. No one on, no one out.
Stepping in, Nolan Arenado, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. A ball and no strikes.
1-0.
Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And I want to focus on first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. I'm going to steal a line from my partner here, Dan Plesac. Hashtag Goldschmidt happens. This former Gold Glover can play some serious defense as well as carry this offense.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and one strike. Looking at his career totals, number 13 has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Yep. And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And he's going to beat the offline throw to first as the first baseman couldn't get the foot back in time. So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base. First delivery to him on the way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pollock has a read on it. 2 gone. Digging in now, Dwight Bradford. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
1-1 the count now. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Two things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a third out on the bases. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Now at the plate, David Peralta. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. Up onto the balcony and gone. A solo shot that time for the former pitcher, David Peralta. Home run number 15 for him thus far. As the Diamondbacks are on the board, it's now a 2-1 ball game.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
In now, A.J. Pollock. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He comes in with 16 home runs on the season so far. Curveball close, but it's 1-1.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside.
Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right, and that's up onto the walkway. Way out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 17 for him on the season, and the Diamondbacks have come back to tie this one at 2. Into the box now, Freddie Galvis. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, deal. A ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today. All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And let's focus on Corey Seager. Cal Ripken Jr., anyone? This guy looks like the spitting image of Iron Man. I think he's just scratching the surface of a Hall of Fame career. Multiple MVPs, Gold Gloves, you name it. Corey Seager is on fire.
Graves is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Striding in, Jake Arrieta, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the
and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd, and we are tied 2-2. Now at the plate, Dwight Bradford, 9-1-2 due up.
Dwight Bradford.
First pitch on its way. Breaking ball in for a strike. A wave and a miss.
I mean, these guys look more like lumberjacks than professional hitters right now. They're hacking at everything.
Dodgers pitcher trying to deal with a 1-2 count at the plate. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Way in front of a great slider that time. One out, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that is through into center field for a one-out single. So a one-out base hit has him aboard here in the third, and that seems as good a time as any to check out our league leaderboard in hits. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. From the stretch. Tough slider down low for a strike.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
High and deep to center field. Back goes Pollock at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Striding in once again, Anthony Graves.
Anthony Graves.
Here comes the first pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball one. Now the 1-0. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Betts is on the move. He swings and misses. Throw down. And a wide throw here as it skips into center field. Fortunately, the center fielder's in the right spot.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
The 1-2. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Betts stands at second with 2 gone. Hard sinker misses. 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Throw won't get him at first. An infield single, and it's first and third now.
Boy, that's what wheels can do for you, Dero. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the white rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. You know why? Because this is the one tool you can't teach. You can take countless ground balls. You can hit till your hands bleed. But if you got no wheels, newsflash, you got no wheels.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Sliders in for a strike. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Trout carries a very respectable hitting line right at .310.
Yeah, Matty, I know in today's game batting average isn't held in high regard, but for a career to be north of 300, you're doing it.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. A run in. Here's a second runner around third. He comes across to score as they push the lead to 4-2.
With that base hit right there, Dero, that's his third RBI of the game. More importantly, his team's now ahead.
Yeah, these are the special ones. He's had a great approach all day. He's battled his tail off, and he's given his team single-handedly, almost given his team a chance to win this one.
Stepping in now, Cody Bellinger, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He's in at second safely, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
The batter, number 20,
just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Here's Nolan Arenado as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Three runs already home here. In the dirt, and now let's see. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And that misses. 2-2.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
Outside and a full count, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And that misses. Ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out. Into the box now, number 13. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1. With runners in scoring position this season, number 13 is holding on to a batting average way down in the 210s.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
Behind 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. And he chased it in the dirt. Gallagher finds it, but the throw is late, so the inning will continue after the strikeout pitch gets away. And not what he wanted to do there, as now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Damian Bryant. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Peralta is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping. Ready for another chance? Darryl Romero. He reached on a single in his first try.
Darryl Romero.
The windup and the 0-1. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2. Now a foul tip straight into the catcher's glove, and he's able to hang on to record the first out of the inning. So striding in, Ketel Marte. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. And that one just missed outside.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
This is line to left. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution.
And hold on there, that's not going to get him in there with the stolen base. And he takes strike 2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
The 0-1 on its way. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for Arizona. They trail 5-2. Next up for Los Angeles, Dwight Bradford. He'll lead it off against Jake Arrieta.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie.
Here's Mookie Betts. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. The pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
1 ball, no strikes.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 4th inning here, already a 5-2 score. Down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, and this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's working full now at 3-2. Corey Seager waits on deck. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
And this will be fouled away. Another 0-2 home. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here's another 0-2. Curveball that time, not even close.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Now it's driven the other way with some authority, headed toward the foul pole. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And he will score now from first. And the throwing mistake there, getting the ball in, is going to wind up costing him.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is a reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation to the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger.
Into the box, Anthony Graves, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. High in the air out to center field. Pollock giving chase. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll make it up to third on the fly ball as he's in there now with 2 away. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mike Trout. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And this one gets away. Throw to the plate, and the recovery will be in time. He's out at the plate. And a costly decision to try for it there. Leading off the inning, David Peralta. And they'll need him to get something going here.
That last at-bat, he didn't crush that changeup for a home run. But listen, a home run is a home run. This guy's awfully strong, and he can hit it out to any part of the ballpark.
The windup and the 0-1. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1. Opportunity now to take a look into some of the future plans for the Dodgers as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent minor league action. Coming to the plate now, A.J. Pollock. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Here's the first pitch to him. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. 2 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Arizona. Galvis behind 0-2. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but
got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Diamondbacks down in order. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Silvino Bracho, 5'10" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 61.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mike Trout. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second.
Left fielder,
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
Hey, you don't see a hitter of his caliber come outside the zone too much. He's super aggressive right now. Let's see if he nibbles a little further off the plate now.
The 0-1 delivery. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Marte gloves it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Here's a look at the final line for the Arizona starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have. Digging in and looking for more, Cody Bellinger. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate. He's set. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. 6 runs, 7 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
that's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
Here's Nolan Arenado as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. Into the box now, Cam Gallagher. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. Charlie Tilson will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 24, Charlie.
92 splits the plate, and it's strike one. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 1 home run, 9 driven in. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Sliders, strike 3 called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. 2 gone.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount from this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like it has here.
In now, Darryl Romero, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. 1-1 to the D-backs leadoff man.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Justin Huber takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 7.
So coming to the plate, number 13. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Second baseman.
A fastball here as we'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. A 1-1. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul.
He might not want to throw that one again. I know his timing was a little bit off at the dish, but he kept his hands back. Just missed that one. Fouled that one off really hard.
The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Bounced softly in front of the plate. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Standing in, Dwight Bradford. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. And the pitch. And a waste pitch there, 1-2.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
lifted in the air to shallow center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, D, were you talking about frustrating as a pitcher? You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
Bradford at second with 2 down. Two and one now to Mookie. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Corey Seager would be next. Line drive to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Dodgers leave 1. They lead it 6-2. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left, strike 1. Softly hit out to short. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day. All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
Jake Lamb standing in now. Popped him up. Arenado waits on it. 2 down. So digging in now, David Peralta, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. They still trail here. It's trying to pick things up where we left off. Corey Seager hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
I got to be honest, I'm shocked he went back to this pitching game. First one, he was on it, fouled it off. Second one, he did not miss.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
I think this all stems from the fact that they're trying to make sure the guy at the plate doesn't hurt them at all. And with that base open at first, they might opt to just put him on.
Needed to lay off that pitch upstairs, but it's 1-1. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Mike Trout will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Fastball in there for a called strike. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Trout hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with the batting average on the season, but he's found a way to get on.
So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze. Something you don't see all that often anymore as the runner was breaking from third. The perfect suicide squeeze gets him a run. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. No balls and a strike to count. Slow curveball like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike two.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Ready on 1 and 2. Fouled away. Graves takes his lead at third with 1 away. Line toward right center. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Now in the box, Nolan Arenado. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
1 and 2 now. The 1 and 2 pitch. And a good pitch, but it misses here, and that moves the count back to even on the Dodger third baseman. 2 and 2. Hit hard to third. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Peralta will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Damian Bryant, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. Marte fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster. Stepping into the box, A.J. Pollock. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
And a whiff at a good slider that time.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
One of the keys to pitching late in the game's first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Betts. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The catcher, number 36.
So not quite enough to get the ball out of the ballpark here, and that's been a common theme as power has been in short supply. We'll take a look at the teams with the fewest home runs this season. And as you see right there, that total puts them in the 14th spot, otherwise known as second to last in the NL. A ball and no strikes.
1-0.
A ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing and a ground ball to third, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards head.
Hit back up the middle. Seager is up with it, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Diamondbacks down in order, still 8-2. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Addison Reed will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Martin Maldonado will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Reed, a 32-year-old veteran. He's in his 4th season as a major league player.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
Count is even at 1-1 to Peterson. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
So striding forward now, Mookie Betts. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First delivery to him on the way. Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. A solo home run there for Mookie. And that is 27 for him on the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
In the job description of reliever, there's no mention of back-to-back homers. But there is a need for a short memory. We'll see if he can put those 2 bombs behind him.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Corey Seager.
Here's Corey Seager. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Back up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
First game of a new series, and he's already sitting on 3 knocks right now. The pitching staff might have to make an adjustment going forward.
Into the box now, Anthony Graves, and it's fouled away. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Set to deliver the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. From the belt, kicks and deals. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
He pulls this one into right. In there, a base hit. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
Now batting, left fielder, Mike Trout.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Mike Trout. He's driven in 4 already, and yet another big RBI opportunity for him right here.
Matt, they couldn't have asked for anyone to hit better in this spot than this guy right here. He looks dialed in at the plate right now.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? Gone! A 3-run home run for Mike Trout. His second of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Now batting, the first baseman, Cody Bellinger.
Standing in now, Cody Bellinger. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. The 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Here's Nolan Arenado. Career history with Addison Reed. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. First pitch on its way. And he's squaring around here, but he can't connect. 1 strike. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
That's a great job of holding up right there. You have 2 strikes on you. You're trying to protect the plate. It's difficult to not get super aggressive at the plate.
Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. Marte takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Stepping in now, number 13. As he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Steve Gerber will get a shot here as a pinch hitter.
Steve Gerber.
2 out, nobody on. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. So they really tee off here for 5 runs in the inning, thanks in large part to 3 big flies. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Dodgers lead this one 13-2. Steve Gerber will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Number 37.
Jacob Mercer is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 16. Jacob Mercer.
So stepping in, Martin Maldonado. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Final line there for the Dodgers starting pitcher. He was on point from the get-go this evening. 0-1 the count. Here it comes. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the low 80s slider is in there, and he's in control 1-2. The 1-2. Bouncer up the middle. Seager ranging up the middle, and they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
So frustrating, Dero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
That knuckleball dances over the inside corner. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Digging in to try it again, Paul Goldschmidt. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. This is on the ground over to first. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 left for Arizona. Next for the Dodgers, Damian Bryant.
Leading off for the Dodgers, catcher Damian Bryant.
Xavier Ellsbury will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Yeah, Matty, I'm going to need a better approach out of the 8-hole hitter. He's hitting in the bottom of the order for a reason. He's got to be willing to work the count, grind it, get this pitch count up, and get on for the boys in front.
Tried to get him out front, but it's a ball 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Romero moving in. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jacob Mercer. First offering on its way. this is foul right side. The 0-1 delivery. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pollock has a read on it, makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Up next for the Dodgers, right fielder, Mookie.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Mookie Betts. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2.
2 strikes.
Now here it comes. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. But you can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead. Xavier Ellsbury will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Jake Lamb standing in now, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Now batting.
Here's a ball well struck for the right field corner, and that'll get down out there near the wall. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. So that's his second knock of the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season.
Does this guy ever look bad at the dish? I mean, really doesn't. Fighting for a batting crown, throwing out multi-knock games daily. It's going to be a fight to the finish right here.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Throw to first takes care of him, and now the Diamondbacks are down to their final out. Digging in the switch hitter, Freddie Galvis. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Spinning a throw back to second, and the runner back in standing. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looks at a knuckleball that finds the bottom of the strike zone. And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a...
Oh, hang on now. This ball is deep down the line in right. It looks to have the distance, and it's fair. A home run. Todd Frazier will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 21.
Now he bounces a knuckleball up to the plate for a ball. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 5 homers and an even 20 RBI. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Hey, he did an amazing job just to be able to get wood on this baseball and drive it through the infield. I mean, that pitch was executed perfectly. Breaking ball down below the zone. Nice job right there.
Jordan Hicks will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game. Now it's swinging a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first is going to be in time for the final out, and the Dodgers have run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over.